Hello, everyone. Welcome to the demo for Billing Automation Plus, our NetSuite solution that cover subscription billing, percent complete billing, and the usage billing. So let's look at the screen. What we have here, we have a native NetSuite project already created. The project currently is in the in-progress status. If I navigate to the financial subtab, we can see that the billing type is set to a charge-based billing. As you're familiar with this screen, you can see that we have the standard charge-based billing for the fixed fee rule, time-based rule, and expense rule, and so on. That is the native NetSuite billing rule. And then there are the three additional tabs at the end. We have the usage billing rule, percentage complete, and the subscription billing rule. That will be the three different type of billing we will cover today. And those are part of our PKF Billing Plus solution. Let's just look at the first one, subscription billing rule. The subscription billing automation plus, basically, it allows you to set up easily and manage the subscription billing for your customer. And the Suite app basically allow you to create and manage the recurring billing schedule based on your subscription. So a lot of time, we will only start the subscription when the system is provisioned to the system. So on this screen, you can see that there's an option to basically trigger the billing based on a milestone. So let's go back to create a milestone for the billing first. So let's just cancel on the screen. If we can go back to the project task. Okay, so you can see we already created a task called subscription task. So what I'm going to do is set up the billing rule when the task is marked completed, and then the subscription billing will basically kick off. Now, let's navigate to the financial subtab and go to the subscription billing rule. Let's just create a new one. Okay, so let's just call it a subscription 12 months. 12 months. Yep. And then let's just pick the service item. So the service item basically will be used on the invoice, used for the billing. And then there's also an option to set up a rate. The rate will come in, basically will be the use for the invoicing. Let's put in $100. And then we can prorate. It's basically based on the billing will run every month. So like if it's a mid-month, and the prorate will get automatically calculated for the invoice. Let's click that. Recurrence, that's just what said 12, so it'll be 12 months. And then just put in the milestone trigger, which is the task that we created earlier. Okay, then click save. So you can see that there's two options. One is you trigger the subscription based on the milestone. The other one is also based on the date, which is on the previous screen. So now, if we click on the task and mark the task as complete, and save the record. Now, once the task is marked completed, the script will trigger the billing, and you can see on the screen that the new charge is being added. And it's a milestone, so instead of $100, it's $93.55. Now, if we navigate back to the subscription billing rule subtab, and then if we click on the subscription rule, and have a look at this, you can see that now the next bill date is set to the 1st of June. So when the day comes, the charges will get created for $100 for the following month, and so on. And if you go to the related charges subtab on the screen, you can also see that the historical charges get created against the rule. So this cover the basically the use of the subscription billing, how we set it up, and how the charges get created. All right. Now, next one we're going to cover is the project billing based on the project task completion. The project billing could be quite difficult to manage, but with our billing automation plus, we can easily automate the percent complete on the project task and generate the charges based on that. So now if we go back to the project record, again, so we have pre-created a second task called percent task. So if you open it up and have a look at it, so the project task is set to 10 hours at the moment. So what we're going to demonstrate is later on, we're going to lock the time for 5 hours. And you can see that the charges will get created for 50% of the fee. So now let's just close this pop-up. And we navigate to the financial tab and go to the percent complete subtab. And then click on the new percent complete record. All right. So in here, we're going to populate percent complete at the top, say the percent task completion. Yep. And then you're going to pick the service item. It will be the same. The item will be used for on the invoice for the billing. The amount, they just put $1,000. Okay. Now, if we now navigate to the related milestone task, we will pick the percentage task that will be used for the the percent complete of the task and run the billing. And then if we navigate to the subtab percentage allocation ratio, this is where you define how many percent and then to run the billing. So let's just put in 50% and then click enter. And then the next one put 100%. Okay. Now before you save it, I also want to point out is you can see the last column say override percent complete. So what that means is that, say for example, if you get to finish your project earlier, and instead of reaching 100%, say you have already finished the project at 90% mark, you can come here to tick the box, and then basically it will ignore the percent and create a last billing for you, even though it's sitting at the 90%. So let's just save this record. Now, the next step is once we set up a rule, we're going to go to the percentage task. And we're going to lock the time manually now. So if you go to the time tracking tab and click on the new time, so you lock in some actual time. And then let's just put in the duration of 5. And then put in the service item. Don't think it's relevant, but we'll just put it there because it's non-viewable. And then we'll put in location, and let's just save the record. Now, so if we go back to look at a task, the task was planned for 10 hours, allocated for 10 hours. Now we have enter 5 hours. So the percent complete is now 50%, right? So if you just close these windows, and if we just generate at the screen, you see there's a generate charges. That is the our solution button that generated charges. So let's click on that. So what the script will do is basically look at the percent complete of the task, which is 50%, and then based on the rule that we have set up, $1,000, and then the 50% of the $1,000 will be $500. Let's just have a look at go to the financial subtab, have a look. And you can see that there is a new charges now it get created, is for the $500. And if we now navigate to the percent complete subtab and click on the percent task completion, and then go to the percent allocation ratio, you can see that the 50%, now next to the 50%, you can see that the related charges, that is basically linked to the charges that just get created earlier. So that basically covers the scenario of billing based on the project task and the percent of the completion. The last one we're going to show you is usage billing. So the usage billing, again, can be quite complex, but again, with our solution, you can easily automate the usage billing process. And our solution allow you to create a billing schedule based on the usage data. So now let's just navigate back to the project record itself, and then go to the financial tab. And if we navigate to the usage billing tab, and just click create usage billing. Now let's just create a usage billing, say data storage, for example. And then we just pick the same thing, the billing service item, and then we just put the rate, say like 1 cent, 10 cents, sorry, 10 cents, for example, 0.1. Yep, and just save the record. Okay, so the way that how the usage billing work is that we have a custom table. So if we navigate to the custom table, which is under the customization at the top, customization, custom record. Yep, let's just bring that up. It's called usage. And then if you click new, okay, so this is a custom record. So if you have a usage data that is outside of the NetSuite system, we can build integration, or you can import and bring the data from your operation system into NetSuite. So in this case, so say like at the month end, or the beginning of the month, we'll bring that the last month usage into NetSuite. So on the related usage rule, we will pick the usage rule that we just created, which is the data usage, data storage, and the date will be today's date. And then let's just pick the quantity as 500, for example. And then we'll click save. Now, if we navigate back to the NetSuite project and click on the generate charge, and our screen will basically look at any usage not yet been created for the charges. You'll pick that up, and then you'll create the charges for that. So if we look at the financial tab, we should see the third charge being created. Again, you can see that right there. The quantity is 500. The rate is 10 cents, and the amount is $50. Now, if you go back to the usage billing subtab, and click on the go to the other tab, at the top, usage top. Yep, there we go, and do a refresh. You can see that on that record, the related charges is now get linked on this record. So let's just go back to project record. So let's just do a recap of what we just demonstrated. So this is a PKF a billing plus solution, and what we cover is add in the additional rule, allow our NetSuite customer to run the subscription billing, percent complete based on the project task, and the usage billing rule. Well, that is basically all we want to show you. Thank you for taking the time and watch this demo. We hope it provides you with a valuable insight into our product and how it can help with your business. Please feel free to contact us with any further question or to schedule a personalized demo. Thank you again for your interest in our product.